DeJuan, it all worked out for them in the end, but definitely creating those delays. It's kind of the calm after the storm right now. Things finally getting back to normal, but it was rough out on the roads out there, also in the skies. And as you mentioned, we spoke with one passenger who said as that storm was happening, they couldn't land here at RDU and they had to be diverted all the way to Charlotte. Off Old Kemp Road in East Durham, a chaotic scene. A tree toppled down, blocking the road. The fast-moving thunderstorms creating slippery conditions and limited visibility.
It got pretty bad. You couldn't even see my cousin's house. He lives like 20 feet behind me. You couldn't even see his house, and then out of nowhere, the power just killed out.
Chase Bishop waiting hours for the power to come back on.
I'm sitting in the car with the AC.
Just across the street, the wet roads causing this minor wreck. The two drivers are okay, but the cars had to be towed. The weather also creating problems in the air. Robert Buon saw the forecast and thought it would be just a normal delay.
It didn't seem like anything to be alarmed about at that point, but then by the time we got closer to RDU, then everything just changed.
Instead, his flight was supposed to land at RDU right as the storms were barreling through.
I had no idea that it would turn into, doing what, 6 or 7 laps around RDU, turning into, well, we're running out of fuel. We're gonna have to land somewhere and it's not here.
We've been on the ground for about 10 minutes.
In the end, he was diverted to Charlotte. This is video from the tarmac as they tried to figure out what was happening next and if they'd be able to make it to Raleigh.
Your guess would have been as good as mine as far as trying to figure out, well, what's next? I mean, are we staying in Charlotte? Are we going to get bussed? Or what? We didn't know what the weather situation was like at RDU. Nobody knew what was going on at all.
Yeah, and as you saw right there, thankfully Robert did make it here to RDU, albeit 3.5 hours late. He was able to reunite with his son as he had planned, but obviously a lot of people caught up in that as well. We checked the big board, as you mentioned, looking at the arrivals. There are still a lot of delays and cancellations. Again, the main storm system has moved out, but some people still dealing with the lingering effects of that. So all's well that ends well today, but we're definitely going to be holding our breath the next couple days with even more weather on the way. Reporting live at RDU tonight, Tom George, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, Tom, a lot of us have been there just wanting to get to our destination, but weather obviously playing a bit of a mishap for that traveler there, but glad he is here on the ground in RDU again. Thanks so much.